G'day gang, Danny, how you going? Back in the Final Fantasy 14, did a little bit of groundwork, a little bit of homework, a little bit of leveling up, managed to hit the next level, so we're all good here. We're good for the next main quest, He Who Waited Behind. So, let's make our way towards that, and not away from it. Yeah, actually what we did is I did a dungeon. I tried to do a few fates and so on around the area, but I just went and did one dungeon, and that was good. It got us there. Okay. So, after a little bit of a intermission there, we can resume. Iliud. Father Iliud has some parting words for you and the others. What a curious twist of fate that Master Cid Garlond would be at last be found within our church. It defies imagination. Beg your pardon, Dan. You wish to find his airship, yes? I know not how much truth there is to it, but there is a tale known as the final flight of the Enterprise, which grew popular in the wake of the calamity. Much like the great Kubu Wall of Ul'dah, it states that the Enterprise flew northwest, from Gridania towards Coerthas. If true, the airship would have passed through the North Shroud, likely over Four-Gourd Float, the closest settlement to Coerthas. Mayhap the Serpents stationed there have records of the events that transpired that day. I had hoped you might rest from your journeys for a time, but I see that the world still has need of you and the Scions. Pray look after yourself and Cid Dan. Alright. Speak with Aelthelmar in Four-Gourd Float. Which is, over here, the Black Shroud, right there. That should take us right there, doesn't it? It's funny, I've been looking at the world map, and I'm still, to this day, finding it a little bit difficult to pinpoint where everything is. Like, I look at the world map here, and we've got Thanalan here. And the Shroud over there. Lanos there. I kind of feel like I need this printed out, you know? I'd like to know where I'm going, where I am in relation to the rest of the world. I suppose in other games when I like zoom out, I get that sense. You know, I'm clicking into zones, clicking out of zones. Tend to pick that up a little bit easier. But anyway, I'm here now, Aelthelmar. Maybe I just need a big printout. Is there aught I can assist you with, sir? The Enterprise? You speak of Master Garlond's ship, yes? Aye. I needn't refer to the records. I know that the airship was sighted overhead 5 years ago, clearly bound for Coerthas. What became of it after that I cannot say. If you wish to know more, pray speak with Vortifort in Florentel's Spire. He was on duty that day and saw it with his own eyes. I am unsure what it is you hope to accomplish, though. Even should you locate the ship, would you not need a man of Master Garlond's caliber to fly it? I hear that the machinery is fiendishly complex. Oh, it's alright. Oh, I got somebody. Alright. So I got doing squats, he is too. He's being punished. Probably was talking while she was speaking, and that's it. 5,000 squats, mate. Fort. You have come in search of Vortifort? Then well met, for you have found him. Indeed, I have served as whaler for many years, since before the great snows came to Coerthas. What exactly is this about? Ah, the final flight of the Enterprise. I do indeed remember that day. Okay. Perhaps you'd like to tell me about it there? Vortefort. How do you say that? Fort wishes to tell you of the final flight of the Enterprise. 'Twas on the eve of the Battle of Cartanal, nigh on 5 years ago. I held the spire alone that night, while the bulk of our forces marched to meet the enemy in the field. Then, all of a sudden, the most fantastic airship I'd ever seen splits the sky overhead. I could only watch in shock as it disappeared over the mountains to the northwest. If the Enterprise wasn't destroyed during the calamity, I'd wager it's still somewhere in Coerthas. The astrologians at the observatorium may have records which could help, but to obtain them, you would need to deal with the Excuse me. Excuse me, mate. I was in the middle of something there. You would need to deal with Ish Guardians who control the region. I wouldn't expect much, though. The High Houses have long been concerned with their own affairs above all else. When Dalamud descended, they took shelter behind their gates, and even now they have little regard for the plights of other nations. Nevertheless, they may deign to assist you should you prove yourself useful. Consider providing your services to the soldiers who guard the observatorium, though they may refuse you at first. I have little doubt they would accept aid freely offered. There's nothing going on in there. There's nothing going on in there at all. Alright, speak with Ludivox at the observatorium, which is all the way over there in Coerthas. Unattuned. Alright, so how are we going to get there then? The services... Who? Okay. Oh, right. Oh, I just go through here. Coerthas. Oh, here we go. Because when I look at the map, this is what I mean, like trying to figure out where I am in relation to things. So here, it looks like we're going to go all the way over there, but in reality, it's just through there. At least that's what it seems like. Trying to keep that sense of scale is, I find, very tough. And then we rode for 3 days in that direction. Eventually, turning up here. The cold lands of Coerthas. I like this music. Look at those teeth. Rows and rows of teeth. Oh, beat down. There he goes. He's got some vegetation on top of his back. I wonder if any of this stuff is in our hunting log. Could be, but it might be like down here somewhere. Cool. In the cold lands of the north. West. Ludevoir? Ludevoir? Excuse me, can you repeat that? You wish to offer your services to House Durandar? And what, pray tell, do you wish to receive in exchange? Ha! How absurd! As if we would permit an outsider to peruse the records of the observatorium. Do not mistake our courtesy for friendliness. The Holy See of Ishgard may allow foreigners to travel freely within these lands, but we do not intend to offer succor to strangers. But you offer me that linen shirt, won't you? Yes, you will. Quest complete. Let's have a look at it. Linen shirt. Not actually an upgrade. At least it's -7 on defense and magic defense. What are we sporting at the moment? Got this. Got higher defense, higher magic defense, +7 on strength and dexterity. This one's the same. It's got 2 slots though. Alright. Sir Ludevoir is doing his utmost to intimidate you into leaving. Hello, near have mercy. Are you still here? You may take shelter within our walls if you insist, but do not distract me while I am on duty. We're stretched thin as it is. And where in the hells is that knight I sent out on patrol? Should have returned ages ago. Perhaps I have a use for you after all. If you wish to aid us, search the wilds to the west for my missing man. You would know him by his uniform, that of House Durandar, as is mine. Alright, we've got a chance to impress. I've got an arrow pointing this way. The unending war. Let's get my chocobo out and go for a ride. Hang on a second, you telling me this guy was days late and he's just here? Like, you could almost see the guy. It's a nice sprite over here. You're gonna... Oh, okay. That's a pup, by the way. Don't think we want to beat the mama. Or the papa. Interesting, the music, the battle music as well. It's got that zone influence to the battle music. It's really cool, actually. Oh! We'll reset. Oh, get out of it. Oh, we got more. Oh no, we don't have more. We got somebody else turn up. Doing the exact same quest. If it wasn't for you, sir, I reckon they would have finished me off. Despicable dragon-loving bastards. Pah! Death was a mercy they didn't deserve. I pray the rumors were mistaken, but this confirms the worst. I must immediately inform my superiors that the heretics are operating within this region. Fare thee well, friend. Fare thee well. Let's get back to our buddy. Our buddy-to-be. Who is, despite the weather and the chill, warming up to us. Just like that. Outdoor pizza oven. I must say, I didn't actually expect you to find my knight, much less rescue him. I see I may have been premature in my judgment, sir. We are a proud people, beholden to tradition, but that does not mean we are without humility. I shall instruct the astrologians to entertain your request. However, understand that it is ultimately their decision whether or not you may peruse their records. Pray proceed to the observatorium and introduce yourself to Edmel. What was that? Hearing all these strange noises and abrupt sounds. He's coming back. Ah, the gentlemen come in search of the airship. This is highly unorthodox. Whatever could Sir Ludovic be thinking? It is true that we maintain meticulous records which stretch back generations. However, because this information is used to chart a Dravanian activity, access is strictly controlled. One can never be too careful with heretics and their sympathizers lurking about. If you would persist with your inquiries, pray seek an audience with Chief Astrologian Follemort up above. Oh, she's allowed us to proceed. Up the never-ending staircase. Is this staircase going to ever end? Oh, yes it is. There we go. No, this is just the landing part. That's just the breather area. Keep on going. Keep on going. Hang on a second. How high have we gone? My goodness. Oh, we're almost there. We're almost there. Ah, hello there. No, absolutely not. Have you any inkling what it is you ask? Were our records to fall into the wrong hands, it could change course of a war which has raged for generations. I speak not of some mere spat between Southron nations. Ours is a holy crusade, and we are the arbiters of Halone's will. I will not put our great nation at risk. Certainly not to help a foreigner locate a missing airship of all things. Pardon the intrusion, Follemort. I wish to speak with you regarding the recent... Oh, I did not realize you had a guest. Inquisitor Guillermi, you honor us with your presence, sir. The gentleman was just leaving. Ah, you must be the one who rescued House Durendare's knight from those heretics. Doubtless they feel indebted to you. I am told you seek an airship last seen in Coerthas 5 years ago. Yes? You come to us at an inconvenient time, I fear. Much has changed in the intervening years, and little for the better. While I wish you the best of luck in your search, I would also strongly advise caution. The snows can come quickly in Coerthas. One moment you may feel as though you have a firm grasp on your surroundings, safe and secure in your knowledge. and the next you may find yourself in a wholly unfamiliar situation, blind to the dangers hidden by the blizzard. It would be wise for you to focus on a single landmark whilst traveling. Do not give in to temptation and deviate from your course. I was not aware you aided House Durandare in this fashion. Thank you, sir. Nevertheless, my decision stands. I cannot give you what you seek.